I had heard about humans. Everyone in the Galactic Confederation knew about humans. Descended from predators, they were often violent, even to each other. They were contrary, illogical, confrontational, and worse, easily angered. In the 300 Narns since the humans discovered FTL, they had dozens of armed confrontations with many peoples, including several Confederation members. Once, they had gone to war with a trade consortium because the Tlong-Hai had blockaded the Ublots' home system. A human cargo ship had contracts to deliver products to the Ublots, and when they attempted to do so, the Tlong-Hai destroyed them. The Tlong-Hai were unprepared for what happened next. Humans have a fetish for something they call free trade. Add to that, humans as a whole took offense to the Tlong-Hai destroying that one ship. You would have thought they were of the same nest, but most of their people did not even know the names of the 30-some humans who died. Several hundred human warships descended upon the Ublot system and completely destroyed the Tlong-Hai blockade, and then proceeded to hunt down any Tlong-Hai ship within 50 light years. They only stopped when the Tlong-Hai capitulated, offered financial restitution, and agreed to never attack a human vessel again. Needless to say, after losing more than 100 ships, the Tlong-Hai were fully prepared for the third demand. When the Confederation offered the humans membership, the humans refused, citing the laws of the Confederation were incompatible with their constitution. Something about universal rights. I do not completely understand it all. But the Confederation leaders, those with real power, decided to isolate the humans and refused them passage in Confederation space. That did not work. The humans still traveled brazenly in Federation space, and no members desired to challenge them militarily. I sat outside the ruins of my home, holding my youngest hatchling, wondering when she would take her last breath. I was not alone. All over my planet, other parents did the same. Some already mourned. It had been 39 days since a series of solar flares had decimated my home system. Overnight, the planet's infrastructure was completely destroyed. There was no power and little clean water. Crops failed and livestock died. What land not suffering severe drought was subjected to monsoons or hurricanes. Some of these hurricanes spanned entire continents. In space, all our orbital platforms had failed. The largest had even crashed to the ground. Further out, past the fifth planet and in the asteroid fields, some platforms and factories survived, but not enough to help. We asked the Confederation for help, but so far none has come. Oh, they had promised to help. They claimed it would just take time. Not in time to save billions of lives. Not in time to save my little Yadochka. Tears fell down my face as I looked at my little girl. Her feathers had fallen out days ago. Her skin burned and painful to the touch. She occasionally regained consciousness, smiling up at me, touching my face, breaking my heart even further. I was helpless to save her. I heard the crack of a distant sonic boom, then another. Dozens more followed. I looked up to see dozens, no hundreds of flaming paths as more debris entered the atmosphere. What now? More destruction? What had we done to displease the gods so? But it was not debris crashing down. The object slowed, changed directions, and slowly I could see the outline of shuttlecraft. Ships I had never seen before. I stared in wonder as a second wave of booms cracked through the blistering heat. As far as the eye could see, ships dropped from space. I felt a twinge of hope as one separated from the pack and slowed to a gentle stop over my home. Gracefully, almost delicately, the ship touched down. Steam hissed from exhaust ports, and I could see the heat shimmering above the giant shuttle as the rear ramp lowered and dozens of beings ran out, some pulling grav pallets of cargo. One ran up to me and stopped. Humans were the boogeymen of the Confederation. Nobody crossed them. Nobody really trusted them. Only criminals consorted with them. Everyone knew that. I thought that, but I was wrong. "Here," the large human said as he dropped to my side. He had some sort of device on his shoulder that translated his words. "I have a med pack. We can save her." "But your med packs will not work on dilutions," I answered. I dared not allow myself to hope. "We planned for that." The human waved a flashing metal wand over my child. "These med packs are designed for your people. With the solar flares and your physiology, we knew we would need medicine for the burns and infections. Artificial skin to cover the worst. It has built-in painkillers, but she needs fluids. I took a crash course on how to start IVs for your people.